Why is Alpharetta the top relocation choice in North Atlanta? Moving to Alpharetta, Georgia, why families choose it. Families relocating to North Atlanta almost always start with one question. Why does everyone keep recommending Alpharetta? And today I'm going to explain to you why. By the way, I help families relocate to Alpharetta and across North Atlanta every single week. Many of them coming from higher cost states and moving with a lot of moving pieces. If you want to help planning this move the right way, you can call or text me at 770 626 5712 or connect with me at northatlantaluxury.com. And make sure you stick around because towards the end, I'm going to explain why families who choose Alpharetta almost never regret, even when their plans change later. Moving to Alpharetta. Why Alpharetta? If you're relocating, especially from the states of California, New York, New Jersey, Illinois, or even Florida, you're probably overwhelmed with all of the options. Alpharetta, Roswell, Milton, Johns Creek, Cumming, they all sound great. So how do you actually decide? What I see over and over again is that the family's choosing Alpharetta not because it's trendy, but because it works. It offers a balance of flexibility and confidence at a time when you need all three. Why is Alpharetta a top first landing spot? One of the biggest reasons Alpharetta is just a strong relocation choice is that it functions incredibly well and as a first landing spot. Families that moving here often don't know exactly where they'll work long term, whether they'll stay in Georgia forever, or how their needs will change in 3 to 5 years. Alpharetta gives you these options. You can move in, settle with your family, get connected to schools and community, and then decide where you're next without feeling stuck or rushed. Schools and family infrastructure, schools that support family life. Let's talk about schools because many families, this is a non-negotiable thing, are the schools. Alpharetta is known for strong public schools, highly involved parent communities, and access to private and specifically schools options nearby. But what really matters is how the school ecosystem supports family life. Parents relocating here constantly tell me this feels manageable. This feels our kids adjusted quickly. We didn't feel behind from day one. That peace of mind is a huge, huge deal during a relocation. Okay, community that's designed for everyday lifestyle. Another reason Alpharetta continues to rise to the top is how livable it is day to day. You're not just buying a home, you're buying walkable areas, parks and green space, youth sports and activities, dining, coffee shops and events, access to Avalon and downtown Alpharetta. Families love that they can build a routine quickly. They don't feel isolated. They really feel plugged in. Value long-term confidence. Let's talk about the real value behind price. Families relocating from higher cost states are often shocked in a good way by the value they find here. But value isn't just about price. It's about long-term resale strength, community investment, infrastructure and growth, and demand that stays consistent. Alpharetta has proven itself over and over each time. Even as markets shift, it continues to attract buyers, employers, and families who want stability. Flexibility for what comes next. Okay, this is something that gets overlooked. Many families who start in Alpharetta eventually might move to Milton. They might downsize later, they might relocate again for work, or they stay long term. And Alpharetta supports all of this. It's not a wrong decision later. It's a kind of place. It's a smart decision that now still makes sense later, which is exactly what relocating families need. Most families that relocate to Alpharetta stay in Alpharetta. Why families rarely regret Alpharetta? Here's what I hear most often. We are so glad that we stayed here. We started here. This gave us breathing room. It just made everything easier. Alpharetta removes friction. It removes risk. And lots of families focus on settling in, not second guessing. Okay. Common relocation mistakes to avoid. One mistake I see relocating families make is jumping straight into listings before understanding how the area actually functions. Every neighborhood has trade-offs, advantages, disadvantages. Every city feels different day to day. The families that are happiest long-term are the ones who start with clarity, understand the school zonings and commute patterns. You know, traffic's pretty bad here in Alpharetta. Know how neighborhoods differ. You know, there's big neighborhoods, smaller neighborhoods, swim tennis neighborhoods, you know, community neighborhoods, and plan with flexibility in mind. That's exactly why planning matters more than rushing. If Alpharetta is on your short list, or you're trying to figure out whether it should be, clarify your first best step. I love Alpharetta. I've always lived in Alpharetta since I moved to Georgia and I came in from New York. So a lot of people relocate from all over the country here, and it's a very mix of people from all over the world. So that's what I love living about in Alpharetta, all the different cultures and all the different people. So I help relocating families plan smart moves every single week, and I'd love to help you the same. You can text me at 770-626-5712, or you can connect with me at northatlanta.com. And if you haven't already, be sure to download the Relocation Mastery Kit so you can plan your move with confidence. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.